Right guys, we have this Elite Caravan in and we are going to be replacing this top roll, all these panels and this checker plate on the front. Now this thing does have a heap of water damage in here. We're going to be ripping the frame apart, ripping the whole thing out and repairing it or rebuilding it. So heaps of window reseals are getting done and a few other jobs on this van, but the main job is rebuilding this front end. So now the customer does want to go with a new composite roll on the front in silver, composite panel, and then the powder coated grey checker plate on the front. So it's going to look really good when it's done, I reckon. So keep an eye out for it. We'll show you the finished result shortly. Good legs. Yeah. I'm going to get a, I should get. All right, guys, so there we go. We have the whole front end of this van ripped apart now, and we're about to start removing the frame. But before they pull the frame out, I thought I would give you the video and show you how we found this. Now, obviously this side here, we've got a lot of damage in the frame. So you can see we've got moulding right through on the back of this timber here. All that black stuff there is mould. And then we've got a lot of dark timber damage up here. Now this is actually ply. So it would be a CNC piece at the front here, and the ply has swollen right up. It's got water damage all in there. So we're going to rip this whole frame out, this bottom frame out as well, so then we can get access to inside that cupboard, cut some of this out to replace some of the timber. Obviously it's going to be hard to do it 100% without replacing the side, but we will rip it all out, see where we're at, and rebuild it from there. But I will say the actual frame itself, I like the way they built it. They've double beamed here, which is nice and strong, and then they've got a big 68mm timber there, which is nice and strong as well. 62, 68, somewhere there. Solid as. Obviously this has got no window in it, so it needs to be nice and strong. We're going to build it the same way, very similar way I should say, and obviously getting rid of all the water damage. So we'll show you it when it's all out. Okay, so there we go. We've got the whole frame out of this caravan now, and we have already built a new frame for this. So we have cleaned up all the wood damage. There was a heap of wood damage down these sides, both sides there. Ply that needed replacing on the sides too. And the floor was completely rotted out, so we had to cut this floor back to the chassis there, replace the floor. We are still have to remove the panel to put a bit of mould and stuff underneath it. So we're going to put a checker plate panel back in from the bottom there, and obviously the new frame can be stapled to the ply down the bottom. New frame came up really nice. I'll show you once that's all installed as well. But overall, look, it's come together pretty good. We are doing a Caravan on the top, so on the top patch there, so we're going to be running power down through the front, a couple of fans on the inside as well, so we're going to make sure we run power up to the fans too. Now, the customer does want to go with a composite finish front rather than the old stucco aluminium sheeting, so we are going to do a composite top roll, composite bottom, and then the powder coated checker plate, which will look really cool. So we'll get this frame all in and show you what it looks like this afternoon. All right guys, there we go. We have this whole frame made, installed, some insulation put in, and all the wiring done. Now this thing is ready for clad. So now, we are going to chuck some checker plate on there. We just got the checker plate back from the powder coaters. That's it here. So it's powder coated in the grey. Come up really, really nice. We're about to install that, and then we're going to get some composite panel on and a composite top roll as well. So now we did do a Caravan, or we are doing a Caravan up on the top as well, where the original hatch was. And the customer wanted to wire it directly into an Anderson so it can run from his car. So what we've done is we've gone and ran all of our wiring down through the front frame, which is here. And that's going to poke out of the bottom of the checker plate down here, run neatly along the drawbar to an Anderson, or to an inline fuse, then to an Anderson, so he can run the Caravan without running all the accessories in the Caravan. So that's pretty cool. There's a couple other things we did. So we're doing some internal fans. So while we had the skin on the roof there up, we could poke some wiring through to make sure it's all exactly where the customer wants it. So now, even though it didn't really need this stitch panel, we put this stitch panel there just because they originally had one. But the frames are screwed together, which is plenty strong enough, but then from factory they put a stitch panel over the top of it, which just stitches everything to get it extra strong. So we've done that as well. And we've also gone and put some stitch panels over the wiring section so that any wiring's not exposed. I believe they did that from factory too. So look, it's come together pretty well. We're going to get some clad on this thing and put it all back together, and I might show you the process of us putting the clad on. Okay, there we go. So we have the checker plate ready to go on. We've got this top composite on now, but we had to get another piece of checker plate made because we just unwrapped that other one and it had a scratch on it. So we've just made up another one. Well, last Friday we made up another one over there in the folder in the Gillo, took it over to the powder coaters, got them to powder coat us another one, and we're about to install that one now. Checked it for scratches and no scratches. So yeah, you can see here we've glued all this panel up and we put heaps of silicone up into this H mold as well, because this panel is going to go sit up into that H mold, and we want to make sure that 100% watertight, especially when it's driving in major pour downs and water's forcing its way up the front of the Caravan. So we want to make sure that that seal, top and bottom, is completely sealed. So we're going to chuck this on now and we'll show you when it's done. All right, guys, there we go. All done. So look, we got new checker powdered. Fuck's sakes, we'll start again. All right, guys, there we go. It's all done. So we have new checker plate on the front here. That's all been powder coated to match the existing color. And we got new composite panel, composite roll. We've installed a Caravan as well up where the old existing hatch was. And yeah, it's come up really good. So obviously you would have seen we've done all the frame as well, rebuilt the whole lot. So there's quite a fair bit of work that we've done on this one. There was also a new floor section that went in there with a matching, if you come over this side, I'll show you on this one. So we've got a matching powder coated floor in there, nice solid, which looks good. All the new front walls, and we put a brand new hatch in this side as well because it was damaged down along the bottom. So it's come up really, really nice. Now, with the Caravan on this one, the customers requested that instead of mounting it into the actual power system of the Caravan, we've ran wiring all through the front here, and we've wired it up to an Anderson. So then you can have all the power turned off in the Caravan and power the Caravan off of a Anderson on his vehicle, which is pretty cool. They're not normally done that way. But yeah, if you jump inside the van, I'll show you what we've done in here. Okay, so you might be able to see we've done that whole front wall. That's all brand new. Inside all the cupboards is new. Maybe very difficult to see in there, but they're all brand new as well. And while we were at it, we've resealed every window in this Caravan. So we've done all the window reseals, and this panel here had quite bad water damage around it, and looked like it had been fixed up. I believe it was fixed up by somebody under warranty back when the van was new. Had an ugly join there, which was different colour and looked pretty messy. So we've changed that panel out and got that look pretty good. Now, this panel here was the same. This had water damage all down around this bottom corner. So we've cut this panel out all from the inside. Obviously, we didn't take the sides off, and replaced this all pretty nicely. So it's come up really, really good. I'm pretty happy with it. Now, it's fully had its full bath and water test and everything out there. It's all been cleaned and washed. So it's come up really nice. There was no water leaks. Everything was good. You can see there we got the new Caravan as well. Now, on this one, we did have to, because this went into a 400/400 Dometic cutout, and the Caravans run a 350/350, so it makes it a little bit tricky to put them in there, but that's where the customer wanted it. He didn't want it off to the side. So what we've done is we've just made up a panel the same matching as the roof, and then put that over it and put the Caravan into that, and we did the same on the outside. So everything's sealed up, pretty good, pretty nice, and watertight. We've also done a couple of fold-down fans for the customer too. So you can see these have been put in there. Now, we went for this location. The customer said he wanted them around this area, but the reason we went with this location is he can then flip them around, use them for this area while they're making dinner, eating dinner, whatever they're doing. They can turn them around, or then they can have them for sleeping. Obviously, they are 360 degrees, so you can have them wherever you want. And when you're not using them, they can just be tucked up well out of the way, which is pretty cool. Now, as for everything else, I think it was just some small bits and pieces that we done on it. We had a full service done, a couple other little bits and pieces, but majority of the work was that whole front end. So got rid of all the water damage, all the mold, made sure she's all sweet, and it should be good for years to come. So we'll see you on the next one.